Is this the new hideout?
One of the candidates. I'll go check it out. Wanna come?
I'm gonna take a look. Sorry, but wait here a sec. Guess what? The Mabo curry bun was a huge success!
It might become the Sparrow Feather's most famous product at this rate.
Here's a sample. When you think Mabo curry bun, think sparrow feathers.
Thank you. That was a conversation with an Assassin's Guild?
Isn't it good that they're so peaceful? It seems ideal for hiding away, but if we were attacked here, we'd be in a bind.
You're right. Well, that's that. Let's look somewhere else.
Sorry for making you all wait.
Boss, Talfrin's back.
Oh, how'd it go?
Well, the Mabo curry bun was super popular, and
The Romano firm looks legit on paper, but it's about as shady as it gets.
More than 30 reported bankrupt families. The firm confiscates all the family's property and takes it as their own. And as for what happens to those broken families, well, take a guess.
There's gotta be a legal pitfall somewhere. Egil,
Have squads 2 and 4 back up Talfrin. Investigate the Romano firm and its surroundings.
Yes, sir.
I'll leave it up to you.
Even humans can make themselves disappear.
All right then, let's get going.
sure.
That's my Rose.
You scattered bones sure are on the same wavelength.
You think? Well, we are kinda like family.
Family, huh?
I wanted to ask you if someone named Brad was your father.
You mean our late leader? He's the one who saved me.
Oh, really?
Apparently, I was lost and roaming around the northern battlefield when he found me.
Just like me.
Seraphim don't have parents either.
You guys too, huh?
But we do know what it means to have a family.
Gramps was the one who raised both of us.
Same here. My friends in the Scattered Bones are like family to me, who took the same path I did.
You don't mind having to be an assassin?
No way! I'm grateful for it. It's better than us all being apart.
I see.
So, she doesn't mind, huh?
See? I told you the Mabo curry bun would be a huge hit.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Hey, mind your manners, you two.
But we gotta eat it before it gets cold.
Yeah, that'd be gross.
I can't take it anymore. Give me a bite.
Yeah, sharing is caring.
Your manners, everyone, please!
You want some too?
Yes, please! Oh!
Strolling on the ground!
You like armadillos? But this one's so big.
You mean like hellion-sized?
Breakdown! That's your assault! First! Hang on, everyone! Too close! That's your assault! That's your assault! Hang on, everyone! Let's get him! Break on through!
Let's do some fortune telling. Please pick one.
All right. Is that a monolith? Let's do this! Who's rough away? This one's tough. Don't flag on the fire! Blistering bangs! Break on through! Aiming fire! Here goes! That's your assault! Here goes! Break on through! Shake zero! Blistering bangs! Burst! That's your assault! Shake zero! Here goes! That's your assault! Blistering bangs!
We won't lose to you! Be on your guard!
It retreat and emit sonic waves.
3 strikes and you're out. Whoops, wrong bag.
Sweet dreams! Break on through! Burst! Here goes! Right, you're in zone! Fire! That's the way! No foe
Can stand
in our way! Who's rough and low? Don't flag on the fire! Here goes! That's your assault! Say zero! Breakdown! Hang on, everyone!
wonderful!
Breakdown!
Let's armatize!
Aim and fire! Sweet dreams! Blue flurry! Too close! Ocean flip! Not yet through!
Let us not be full of ourselves and continue.
Ready for this?
Who's rough and low?
Don't flag on the fence!
Blue flurry! Say zero! Here goes! That's your assault! Right! Ocean flip! Say zero!
Ready? Prepare yourself! Chain luminescence! Don't let up!
Say zero!
Radiant heat!
Say zero! Ocean flip! The ruins are...
Be on your guard!
Lord of Water! Breakdown! That's your assault! Aim fire! Ocean flip! Say zero! Blue flurry! That's your assault! Say zero! Ocean flip! Sweet dreams! This isn't over! I won't lose! It won't end here! Won't lose! Healing power! Tiger Blade! Let's kick it on!
Take this! Well, that's a wrap.
Sure is a lot of gold lying around out there.
Lord of Wind! Strike!
Radiant take
Here goes Fearless Stars!
Straight to them!
Here goes Fearless Wind!
Right on!
Strike! Driving Wind! Go! Fearless Stars!
Lightning strike!
Nice job, Nickleo!
You've been slacking off, haven't you?
Serene, I'm ready!
Vermilion ring!
Ready? Yeah! Ready? It's over! Zero Stick! Be gone! Lord of Wind! Strike! Dragon with Fearless Stars! Go! Fearless Wind! Sweet dreams! Go! Here goes Fearless Stars!
The power of purification ain't no joke!
Don't overdo it, Rose.
Drop away! Let's on the time! Break down! Break on, everyone! Not yet!
Don't let up!
Sweet dreams! Break on through! Aiming fire!
Glimmer
Aiming fire! Here it comes! Break on through!
Prepare yourself! Shade luminescence!
Burst!
That was radiant, Edna. Suppose I could learn from your level of reserve.
Serene, I'm ready! Drop away! Don't fire! Ocean Flex! As your assault! Blue Flurry! Ocean Flex! Hang on, everyone! Blue Flurry! Aiming fire! Aiming fire! Sweet dreams!
Not half bad!
You were quite strong, but we're no pushovers.
You dare call yourself a curlist with that form? Utterly preposterous.
Whoa! Guys, Lila's freaking out!
She's okay. She just has a thing for stuff that curls up into little balls. I know, it's weird.
A curlist strives to achieve the perfect sphere. In other words, physical realization of one of nature's ideal forms. Which means a sloppy curl is an insult to Mother Nature.
Ah, I think I kinda get it. Like spiral shells and stuff, right? They're cute.
Rose,
Look out, Rose, you're playing with fire.
so you do get it!
Wait, what?
Particularly the sublime curl of the turban snail. It's pure mathematics. I could gaze at it for hours.
Sure, and like egg rolls are totally yum. Oh, and round steak? Mmm.
Yes! Rose, let's start a curlist club. Just you and me. We'll call it the Curling Circle.
Yes, and our motto can be, the only thing we have to sphere is sphere itself.
We've lost her.
I'll quarantine them, you warn the others.
Enemy spotted!
Be gone!
Don't let up!
Well, Lord of Water! Blue Flurry! Ocean Flex! Sweet dreams! Blistering Bangs! At your assault! tide! Aim and fire!
Raging tide!
Save zero! Alright! Aim and fire! Blistering bang! Alright! Everyone okay?
Here they are.
Don't fly! Blue flame! As your assault! Hang on, everyone! Aim and fire! Blistering bangs! As your assault! Save zero! Here goes! Break on through! Aim and fire!
I can't believe there are so many Hellions out there.
Drop away! Don't fly! Blue flame! Breakdown! As your assault! Aim and fire! Hang on, everyone! Break on through! Aim and fire! Blistering bangs! Break on through! Save zero! Here goes! Hang on, everyone! Hang on, everyone! This one's tough! Don't fly! Fire! Save zero! Aim and fire! Save zero! Here goes! Save zero! Blue flurry! Purification complete! Weapons ready! Drop away! Blue flame! Blistering bangs! Break on through! Aim and fire! Hang on, everyone! Blistering bangs! Your assault! Aim and fire! Blistering bangs! Break on through! Aim and fire! Aim and fire! Aim and fire! As your assault! Aim and fire! Ocean blitz! Here it comes! Blue flame!
Well, that's a wrap. Get ready!
Very top forward!
Let's get
it up! It's over! Blade bang! No escape! How's this? Aqua blade! Tiger blade! Over! Tiger blade! I won't lose!
The power of purification ain't no joke.
drop the leg! Move ready! Shatter to loot! Right! Hang on, everyone! Burst! Here it comes! Breakdown! That's your assault! Blue flurry! Breakdown!
Flames of Christian!
Breakdown! That's your assault! Too close!
Shatter the roof!
That's your assault!
Pyrogenic breakdown! Burn Crimson!
Here it comes! Shatter to lose! Blue flurry! Breakdown! That's your assault! Looks like we win! Ready, everyone? Board of work! Ocean Blitz! Break on through! Burst! Pierce and explode! Here it comes! Ocean Blitz! Here it comes! Shatter to lose! Blue flurry! Pierce and explode! Split and torn! Looks like we win! Shall we begin? Ocean Blitz! Here it comes! Breakdown! Break on through! Sweet dreams! Blue flurry! Ocean Blitz! Break on through! Burst! You were quite strong, but we're no... Nikleo, look! It's just like what was in the Celestial Records.
It's the Leaning Tower. I didn't know that it would be this big.
fearsome fighting style.
From my standpoint, you're the one that's fearsome.
Ready, Nuclear? Burn of water! First! Ocean First! Set it to lose! Break on through! Break down! Break on through! Not yet! Break down! Break on, everyone!
Prepare yourself! Jade Luminescence! Don't let up!
Say zero!
Stop!
Say zero!
Sleeping Dragon! Catch!
Break down! Break down! I think it's time to take a breather somewhere. Ready, Nuclear? Who's off the leg? Say zero! Blistering bangs! Say zero! Here it goes! Right! Not yet! Here it goes! Hang on, everyone! Blistering bangs! Aim and fire! Say zero! Blue flurry! Pierce and explode! Sure assault! I think it's time to take a breather.
Don't overdo it, Rose.
Let's get them before they fly away.
That goose flew the chicken coop.
That doesn't quite make sense. Won't lose! Right there! Keep on! No escape! Not yet! Come on, everyone! Blade back!
I can get changed without making a sound.
Is everyone ready? It's an orc farmer. This Hellion used to be.
I can guess, and I'd rather not know anyways. Thanks.
Not yet! Ocean blitz! Aim fire! Shades out! Hey, everyone! Break on through! Aim and fire! Lord of Fire!
think a day when Seraphim and humans can coexist will come?
They can't even see us.
But what if they could?
They still can't hear us.
Well, what if they could see and hear us too?
We have different values.
Oh, right.
That's a good point.
What's that? A hoe? Did someone forget this here?
Odd that someone would abandon a tool so central to their livelihood.
Still, it's a terribly lovely field.
Yeah. Age of Chaos or not, it's nice to see that some places are still thriving.
Or so it would seem.
What do you mean?
Take a closer look at the wheat.
Huh?
Oh my!
Not a single berry.
Same thing over here. Nothing but mold inside the husks.
It's the bliss mold. The whole area's probably wiped out.
The whole area?
It's been going around for a while now. This year's harvest is pretty much screwed.
No wonder they threw away their hoe.
Lila! This is...
Yes. This too must be the work of the Lord of Calamity.
So this is what Age of Chaos really means. Ready, Nickly? Who's rough and don't fire! Break down! Break on through! Say zero! Break down! Break on through! Say zero! Sweet dreams! What power you are! Break on through! Not yet! Break down! Aim and fire! Aim and fire! This one's tough. Don't flag. Say zero! Say zero!
Right on!
Aim and fire! What? Work?
That's the end of that.
Even out of the rain, it's still so cold.
I'll say.
Damn.
They've gone from scary to annoying. Still, to think Seraphim sneeze just like we do.
Don't overdo it, Rose.
Don't flag on the fence. Here goes! Let's go!
Energetic ring!
Aim and fire!
Glimmer drop!
Aim and fire! Straight bang!
Prepare yourself! Jade luminescence! This is it!
Burst! Breakdown! That's your assault! I think it's time to take a breather somewhere. Whoa, this place is huge!
Yes. Pendrago is the largest city on the Glenwood continent.
Where can we find an inn?
I recommend the one directly in front of the plaza.
You sure know your way around.
Well, you know, I used to come here a lot.
What a resplendent fountain.
Yeah, it's one of the famous sights of Pendrago. I don't know a lot about it, but supposedly, the water's piped in from afar through an underground channel.
Oh, I see.
So much work for something that doesn't even serve any purpose. Stupid, simple humans.
Well, considering their lack of seraphic arts, I think their technological advancement is commendable.
Useless, pointless, waste of effort.
It's also known as the Fountain of Wrath.
Wrath? Why do they call it that?
Something with the piping's all messed up. Every now and then. Like that.
Oh dear.
Stupid, stupid humans.
Sergei!
He's one of the Cardinal's subordinates. I tried to apprehend him, but you saw what he was like.
His movements were incredible.
You could tell, right? It was a Hellion.
The Cardinal's underling is a Hellion? Then...
Forgive me, sir. He's escaped into the Shrine Church.
It looks like it's true.
I believe he was likely a messenger of...
I'm cold. You can blather on inside.
Tell us the details after we find shelter from the rain, if you please. Our friends are feeling a bit chilly, and even a seraph can catch a cold.
Friends?
Not that you could tell, since you can't see them.
Forgive me. I should have been mindful of the Seraphim's presence. Let us head for the Knight's Tower. Your wife sure is considerate.
Yep. He still thinks they're married.
There's something I want to tell you, since you've acquired the power to armatize.
Yeah?
Hidden arts are stronger than martial arts. Seraphic arts are stronger than hidden arts. And martial arts are stronger than seraphic arts. That's the basics. But we can only use martial arts and seraphic arts, which means that Seraphim aren't able to accommodate all types of enemies. You guys can use martial arts and hidden arts on your own. And during armatization, you can use hidden arts and seraphic arts.
Human, Seraphim, and armatization. So we can compensate for each of the 3 different types depending on how we use them.
Yeah. For example, for enemies that don't use any seraphic arts, it would be more advantageous if you armatize. Of course, you may encounter enemies which can be taken down more easily when you are not armatized as well. It just means that the armatization isn't all powerful.
Right.
There's the advantage of being able to concentrate 2 powers into one. But there's also a disadvantage to that as well. Assess your situation at all times. But the worst situation you can get yourself in is getting in a pinch from overthinking things. You gotta find your own balance out there.
I'll take things one step at a time. Thanks, Dezel.
I found this.
This should be a better place to talk.
Did everything go okay? Can we get in the church?
I secured the permissions, but after that last incident, I'm afraid we're likely under high scrutiny.
So what else is new? They weren't big fans of us in the first place.
Yeah, good point. We've got nothing to hide. Let's do it.
Look at that. Ever since Rose joined up with us, I feel like Saray has become so much more proactive.
Too bad it means that much more trouble for us.
Thank you.
It was my decision to begin with. And besides, I've really wanted to see the shrine inside the church.
There's something about you that reminds me of the Pope. He too would never hesitate to spare expenses for the sake of his people.
Oh boy, another masochist.
I see.
I've prepared lodgings for you. I pray that the Seraphim will also be able to rest well tonight.
But Captain, it's been 3 days since last we heard from Boris after his infiltration. I believe we should hurry.
Who's Boris?
The rain may be affecting our food supplies, but I shall prepare our famous Drago stew for you.
Aren't you the least bit concerned? He's your only brother.
I do not wish to burden you with my troubles any more than I already have. Please rest for now.
It's a kind offer. Let's take it.
We will. Thank you. Sergei sure seems like a good guy.
He is. Though I fear he may be a bit too genuine and sincere to command the knights.
I agree. I hope he has what it takes.
We've got plenty of worries of our own. Let's not get hung up on other people's issues.
Now that was a meal.
Hey, learn some manners.
You sure can eat.
So can these two.
It was surprisingly good. I couldn't help myself.
Drago stew, 85 points.
My policy is eat while you can. It's been ingrained in me since I was a kid. That's the law of a soldier.
A soldier, huh?
Soldier? Aren't you and your buddies in an assassin's guild?
Well, you know, it wasn't always like this. We used to be just a band of mercenaries. Not to brag, but they called us the best on the continent.
Is that right?
That's it for me. We've got a job to do tomorrow.
Is Rose's band of mercenaries the one you mentioned before?
The Wind Riders, I believe.
I think I've heard of them. The tale said just 100 of them could scatter a force of 20,000 men and capture 3 castles in one night.
Yeah, they were a legendary band of mercenaries. It's no wonder Rolance itself was their primary employer.
They sound crazy strong.
Strong and loyal. To the point that even the Emperor of Rolance trusted them like his right-hand man. Isn't that right?
It's true. Was true. But then, the Imperial family of Rolance ended up stabbing them in the back, along with the very one I'm seeking vengeance against.
The Imperial family joined forces with Hellions?
Is it that surprising?
I guess not. People and Hellions aren't separate entities after all.
Very true. You can even consider them two sides of the same coin.
In fact, if the Cardinal's power is somehow linked to a Hellion, things start to make sense.
It looks like Rose snuck out through the back. Can't take my eyes off her for a second.
Hey, Dazzle!
I wonder if someone ordered an assassination.
Who? And was she asked to do it by herself?
Either way, this is bad.
What's wrong? Why are you all here?
That's what we want to know. Where were you going?
Oh, just taking a walk. Thought maybe I ate too much.
You don't have to follow every whim that pops into your head, damn it.
We thought you might have ditched us to go assassinate someone.
Not yet, silly. That comes later. It's from someone who lost their son in the war that just broke out. Kill the one who started the battle. The invasion was proposed to the Emperor about a year ago, in documents bearing the name of Pope Macedra.
Huh? You're gonna kill the Pope?
Hold on. How do you know someone didn't just use his name? I thought he went missing after all.
Maybe. But then again, maybe not. It's awfully close to the time he went missing. We'll have to investigate further.
And what if we find out that he's bad?
If it's evil, the scattered bones slay it.
Even if it's the Pope?
The Pope, the Emperor, even the Shepherd. Oh, was that inappropriate?
I'm not a fan of that last part, it's true.
It isn't like we walk around all stabby-stabby. We make sure what kind of person our target is first.
I think I understand you better, Rose.
Do you now? Well, that's good.
I'm starting to understand too. Why she bears no malevolence, that is.
Because she's as nuts as he is?
Rose would certainly never tell a lie, that's for sure.
She was always that way. It's in her blood.
Was the Pope the type of person who would just up and start a war?
That's certainly not the impression of him we got from Sergei.
He's the de facto leader of a powerful country. He's probably got more layers than you'd think.
Well, that was easier than we thought.
This looks like an auditorium of sorts for the believers.
Sure looks like a small crowd.
Can you tell me the names of the Seraphim who hold the utmost power, known as the Five Lords?
Musif! Oh, and Eumacia!
Hyanawa and Almanac!
Correct. Now, can you tell me the name of the last one? The Seraph who's worshipped here at the Shrine Church?
Motelis!
That's right! Motelis is the Seraph who has given the entire Glenwood continent his blessing.
The Seraph worshipped at the Shrine Church is Motelis?
The Five Lords, huh? Big movers and shakers.
I bet Motelis would know something about how to stand against the Lord of Calamity. He's got to.
Is he really all that?
Well, he's the leader of the Five Lords after all.
You must be Soray. Welcome to the Rolance Church headquarters. I heard you were to visit. Please, come on in.
It's more magnificent than I'd even imagined.
The architecture definitely dates it to the height of the era of Asgard.
Glad to see you're impressed, but don't let your guard down.
This inscription concerns the trial of the shepherd, and the spiritual powers he obtains upon clearing it.
Could the spiritual powers
be real?
Buzz, 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 buzz. Be real, real bees. Oh, bees everywhere.
Just possibly. It's like the lettering's meant to tell us something.
But it's all gibberish. It must be some kind of code.
Well, it does involve sensitive info. Maybe there's a hint to crack the code somewhere.
Hey, what does the big rock thing say?
I'm afraid I'm not really sure. The inscription is written in some sort of cipher, and the key to interpreting it is handed down only from pope to pope.
So, I guess we'll have to get the Pope to read it then, huh?
Surrey!
Something's wrong. Let's get out of here!
I don't feel so good. What is going on?
It's a Hellions domain, just like when we fought Heldalf.
Going home already, Shepherd?
Huh?
I am Cardinal Forton of the Church of Rolance.
This domain, is it yours?
Ah, so you can still move. Why don't you lend me your powers? For the sake of the people, of course.
They asked me the same thing in Highland.
I hardly think myself the equal of a Philistine like Bartlow.
Sounds like something a Philistine would say.
Charming, but sticks and stones and so on, young lady.
Ooh, she's good.
I have but one wish. To see my empire overcome this tumultuous era of chaos. A task only possible if the people are united. But Rolance is far too expansive to unify the people through mere patriotism alone. Shepherd, do you know exactly what it is that the state has used for eons to keep an entire country in line?
Is it faith?
Yes, faith. It is the belief in their own salvation that inspires in people the greatest sense of unity when they band together against outsiders who share different values. Meaning that my church itself should serve as the cornerstone for all of Rolance.
Maybe in your mind.
It is but the vision of one who would guide the people. With the name and power of the Shepherd, more people than ever can be brought to salvation.
Then you should cooperate with the Knights. Wouldn't that really be what's best for everyone?
I would welcome their efforts if they would simply bend to my will and do as I command. Even if they are a pack of loutish meatheads who can't figure out that their Pope abandoned them.
Wait a minute, the Pope just ran away? You didn't have him locked up?
I am not a street thug, child. The Pope, Macedra, I should say, left of his own accord. Abandoning his duty to both the Empire and his followers. What, pray tell, would you call such a man?
Pretty irresponsible, if what you're saying is true.
Irresponsible is one word, and still there are so many fools out there who trust in such a coward. The Knights, for example. In order to bring the people together, we must find Macedra and give him his due punishment.
Punishment?
Yes, the same punishment that befell those uncivil enough to mistrust me.
Then we have a problem. We need the Pope to tell us the meaning of the inscription.
Why? Cooperate with me and it won't be necessary.
I need to know. No matter what.
Ah, I see. That's very unfortunate. So then you mean to say...
What the...
My body! That you reject my vision!
Saray! Let's go!
We're leaving.
What? They broke through my domain and connected with the Seraphim, if only just for a moment. Oh, will I relish this.
We disappeared? What the hell was that?
It's called the Spectral Cloak.
You've been practicing in secret, haven't you? That was sweet!
We'll talk later. We've got to flee to the Knight's Tower.
Got a dash. You go on ahead.
Okay!
The Pope fled of his own volition?
I'm sorry I couldn't get more details. We were sort of running for our lives.
No, that is more than enough. I'm just relieved that you weren't captured.
Thanks for saving us back there.
It's the least I could do.
Seraph Miclio, my humble admiration for your bravery.
It's nothing, really.
It is nothing. All you did was blind her temporarily.
We have to do something about her domain.
Those powers might help. Let's get the Pope to decipher that inscription.
That'll be tough if we don't know where he is. The Knights have been hunting him for a year now with no success.
Yeah, but they were assuming the whole time that the Cardinal was behind the disappearance. Guess what? I think I know where Popadope might be.
You do?
The village of Gadadin on the southern part of the continent. We won't know for sure until we check it out, of course.
How did you get that information?
Well, let's just call it an industry secret. You know how it is.
Of course. I should have expected no less from the wife of the shepherd. Let us send a search team to Gadadin.
Hold on a minute. The Cardinal already expects that our side will be searching for the Pope.
A highly visible squadron of knights would essentially be a bright pink arrow pointed straight at him.
However,
we can operate covertly in small numbers. Let us handle Gadadin.
But that's far too much to ask.
Chill, Captain, we got this. What is it they say? Pope springs eternal?
Abandon Pope! All ye who, don't go to Gadadin.
Okay, settle down.
My thanks, gentle shepherd.
Actually, as for what you can do in return, do you suppose we could get a pass to Rolance? I might be mistaken for an ally of the Highland Army otherwise.
I have seen for myself the quality of your character. I shall prepare it immediately.
Thank you. That's a load off my mind.
There is something I would like to impart to you as well. Would you please step outside for a moment? Do you remember the art I used when we fought against one another? That is the Lion's Howl, an art passed down through our band of knights. I and my younger brother Boris are the only ones alive who know it. But now I pass it to you as well. Wilt thou accept?
Yes.
Ready? Strike! It's over! One toe! Ready? One toe! One toe! Ready? No escape! Blade bang! One toe! No escape! One blade bang! Ready? One toe!
Well, you're a fast learner. I must apologize that this feeble art is all an oaf like me may offer you.
Don't say that. It's incredible. Thank you so much, Captain Sergei.
You and I stand as equals. You may call me Sergei.
Then you may call me Saray.
Saray, I am loath to believe the Pope just abandoned his post on us. But I also sense that there may be another side to this unfortunate story.
I understand. We'll find the Pope and come back with the truth.
Godspeed.
Rose, was it the scattered bones who found the information on the Pope?
Maybe. Seeing where the church's money was going gave us a little hint.
That's what I thought. You guys sure don't operate in the same way that the Knights do.
Course not! An Assassin's Guild can't function without proper intel.
Assassins. Right.
Here is your pass, Saray.
Thank you. Our travel should be much easier now.
I wish it were so, but we've received word that Byroclef Ridge, which leads to Gedaten, has been blocked by rock slides.
We could have been on the ridge right now.
If only we'd been a little bolder.
Rose! My punchline!
What's the plan?
You'll have to go through Cambria Caverns, south of the Meadow of Triumph.
An underground passage, huh? No problem.
That's your thing, isn't it?
You bet it is.
A Hellion! Is it one of the Cardinal's guards?
Saray, we have to trick the guard into thinking we're not here somehow.
We made it!
Think we lost the Cardinal with that?
I sure hope so.
Ugh, I ate too much today. My stomach's all achy.
Oh my, you shouldn't stuff yourself like that, Rose.
By the way, I was curious. Can Seraphim get upset stomachs or gain weight?
To say it in a fairy tale sort of way, your thoughts become reality.
What's that supposed to mean?
We won't gain weight from consuming calories, but we will from thinking, I'll gain weight if I eat this much.
Whoa! So does that mean you'll be okay as long as you don't think like that?
No. Denying the reality of things leads to malevolence. A seraph must not be detached from reality. So at the end of it all, you could say we're the same as humans.
This is so confusing.